today we're going to do a few isometric holds where we work specifically on building a little bit of strength. And all our practice is for inner body, not so much worried about our external appearance, but these ones we're going to be working on specific muscles like our psoas muscle, our core abdominals. And if the hold feels too long, just come out of it whenever you like. You might like to soften, maybe muscles in the face, maybe take a smile. Drop your shoulder blades down the spine. All right, let's get into it. Okay, so I'm going to come down onto the ground, and you might like to bring feet together and just let your upper body be heavy. And might take a few breaths here, and you might find just as you sigh out, your knees sink a little bit heavier, not trying to force them into any particular position. And then we're going to walk our hands back and then take them forward. So you want to have this feeling of kind of finding some fluidity in your hip joints. So you might like to go a little to one side, a little to the other. We're effectively using the ground as a bit of a massage tool. You should be becoming aware of your glute muscles. And just let your body start to follow. So as your head goes a little bit deeper, your body might follow little micro adjustments. As your head drops, you might like to sigh. We're finding this kind of ability to move through our fascia, the connective tissue that gives our body its shape, a little bit helping fluidity through our joints. All right, when you're ready, let's take one leg out. And we're going to just bring our weight over the foot on the ground. So you might look a little bit different to me, but see if you can just stack shoulder over wrist. And just massaging into the bottom of the foot. You might like to take your hand and just lean into it, even lifting sit bones off the ground, maybe. And sinking weight, pouring weight into the bottom of the foot. You might like to stretch toes apart from each other. Take your time to explore. All right, we're going to pick up that leg just like it's a baby, cradling it in hand and forearm just open through the body. And notice how my extended leg is not fixed. I'm letting it move. I've got quite a bit of clicking happening in bones and joints. Just notice that. Upper body relaxes. And then we'll bring that foot down, walk the hands forward, drop the head, then come back. Just like before, just exploring. And when you're ready, let's come back up and we'll bring the legs together. You might notice one side feels a little different. And then we'll extend that leg and switch sides. So now we're back to massaging foot. You might shift your weight onto shoulder right over the wrist. Try and have it so that you're not so much pressing through fingers, you're just letting your weight stack. Shoulder over elbow over wrist. The acupressure point right under the ball of the foot is called the bubbling spring, start of our kidney meridian. You might find that it's kind of in line with the first and second toe underneath the ball of the foot. If you curl your toes under, you should feel a natural point. There's some kidney points underneath the ankle and behind the ankle. You might like to kind of snuggle your ankle right into the middle of the palm, and you'll find these kidney points. There's also some spleen points on the inner arch of the foot. All right, when you're ready, just like we did on the other side, we'll pick up the leg, open the leg. Breathing, maybe imagining that sense of fluidity in the body. The supreme good is just like water flowing through all things and nourishing everything in its path. This is from the Tao Te Ching. Keeps to the low places that other people disdain or ignore. In your dwelling, keep close to the ground. In your thinking, keep everything simple. When you're governing, be fair and generous. When you're in conflict, don't try and control anything. In your work life, do what you enjoy. And in your family life, be completely present. I love those 6 lines, good rules for life. All right, when you're ready, let's come down, bring that foot down, maybe roll the head forward and back. And just explore, move as slowly as you need to. How can we let go of tightness and tension in the body without too much effort? Just by moving our attention. This is the question we're asking. All right, now we're going to bring our feet back together again. Take our hands behind the body, press into the ground. We're going to lift our tailbone forward and then back. Take your time. You might like to do maybe 2 more times. And this time we're going to spread our feet shoulder width apart. Hands come down, shoulder width apart. Lift up like a crab, tailbone coming up. We're going to hold this here for a few breaths. We want shoulders stacked over wrists, knees stacked over ankles. Take a breath. And then when you're ready, all the way back down. And you might like to just let your wrists have a little break. You roll. All right, let's keep exploring this sense of we're letting go of a lot of tight energy in our hips. Now, to come up into our squat, you can do this any way you like. You might be able to roll yourself up. But if this doesn't work for your knees, you might roll onto your knees first, step out, and come back. However you get there, we're going to end up in this kind of frog shape. And see if you can plant your arm inside the leg and then just open the hip on the other side. So we're just exploring a little bit of external rotation deep in the hips. And then you might like to go internal rotation, walk your hands, drop your knee down. We're getting a sense for how our ankles and our knees and hips all connected, all protect each other. Maybe one side of our body not as strong as the other, very common. And let's come back down. And we'll take both knees to one side. Come up as tall as we can. So let's explore that again. We want to keep heel close to the leg. So we're not creating an instability in our knee joint. And then we're going to walk hands across. Just let the knees follow slowly as you can. And we'll come up tall again. We want spine to stay straight. Let's swap again. Take your time. If this feels too easy, you might like to bring your hands onto the body. Oh, doesn't quite work. So what little micro adjustments you need to do. Or you might just keep the hands on the ground. Okay, we're going to explore getting up from being on the ground. So let's take our knees over, and this time we're going to roll onto the knees and then back. Keep going across to the other side. Roll onto the knees. Just notice how body allows this movement. No effort, just let the natural flow take your body out. We want to be shifting our head. Quite often people kind of try to lead this movement with their head, so you want to keep your head low. And we're going to go one step further, literally. We're going to come up onto our knees and step out. Little bit of a lizard lunge, drop back onto the hip. Swap to the other side. Step out. So notice how I'm dropping back. Rolling across. Let your body slowly find the fluidity that might be missing. And we'll come back down and bring the feet together again. And just notice how it feels now. Maybe a little bit more fluid. Okay, let's come all the way down onto our back. Now, next isometric hold is going to be bringing our arms underneath the body. So let's float up the tailbone. And you might like to interlace hands underneath the tailbone. Draw the shoulders in. And just notice how tight your glute muscles are. See if you can let them go for a moment. Draw your thighs towards each other. Notice if there's any tension in your jaw, your teeth, your cheeks. We'll take maybe 3 more breaths here. You might feel like your butt cheeks are clenching. Let them go for a moment. Just notice what tension or tightness we're holding here. And then when you're ready, let's uninterlace the fingers and roll the spine back down. Let's do another isometric hold. This one is usually called a hollow body hold, quite difficult to do. We're going to lift our legs up and keep the spine heavy to the floor, and then take our arms, head, neck, and shoulders up. So we want whole spine to be heavy. Muscles in the chest will be working hard. Keep breathing. Whenever you need to, wrap the arms around the legs. Maybe a little wobble side to side. And let's try this one more time. So spine heavy to the ground. Extend the legs, extend the arms, the head, neck, and shoulders. Keep breathing. And when you're ready, wrap the arms around. And we're going to rock and roll to come back up to sit. You might like to bring hands to the ground, lift the tailbone up. And we'll take a few rolls, tuck the chin, keep your head in line with the body. You might even like to extend the legs over, maybe meet it with the hands. Big deep sigh. And then rolling back up to sit. This time we're going to take both legs wide, walk the hands forward, and curl the toes in. Just let your upper body be heavy. We might walk the hands across towards one knee, nose follows towards knee. And then all the way across. And just let your upper body be as fluid as it can be. You'll be opening a little bit through the side body. We're going to explore that more. Let's go back to where we started. Rolling the top shoulder back, stacking the shoulders, deep sigh. And then we'll walk the hands across. Roll the top shoulder back. Sinking in even deeper. And let the whole upper body be heavy. Rolling across. Stacking the shoulders. And back to the other side. And we'll do one more each side. Let's come back up. This time we'll bring one leg in and take our hand behind the body. We're going to lift up, lift the tailbone up, big long line down the side of the body. And then as we drop the tailbone down, reach that back hand up and over past the ear, maybe towards the foot. And coming back up. Let's switch sides. Bring the foot in. Hand comes behind the body. Stack the shoulder over the wrist, reaching up. As we sigh out, windmill the hand, drop the tailbone, reach across. And deep sigh. Let's keep going side to side. Hopefully, body is allowing this fluidity through side of the body. Now let's do one more each side. And rolling onto all fours. You might like to just wagtail a little. Let's bring our knees together, and this time feet together, tail to one side, turn and look towards the feet, and then take the tail to the other side, turn and look. So now we've got this spiraling movement through the whole spine. We're going to come back to some more isometric movement, so a bit of heat into the body. So just spread your fingers wide. You might like to turn the fingers towards the legs, out to the side or away. And stacking the shoulders over the wrists, we're going to tuck our toes, lift our knees off the ground. We'll take a breath here. Strong feeling. See if you can take maybe one more breath. And then down. Let's give our wrists a little rest, shake them out. You might like to roll them. Okay, another isometric hold. We're going to come down onto our elbows and extend the legs, one leg then the other leg. So we're in a supported plank. Relax the jaw. You might like to feel the breath deep in the belly. Calm down if you need to, drop a knee or both knees. We're warming up the body. All right, let's come all the way down. We'll take hands under shoulders, curling up. Maybe bent arms, maybe straight arms. Big side, drop the shoulder down. And all the way down. Let's press ourselves back up. We're going to tuck the toes at the back. Bring our hands to our tailbone and come up just gently leaning back. Should feel really strong sensation down the front of the legs. Take a breath. You might have your hands meet the heels, maybe, maybe not. When you're ready, come back up. This time one arm goes past the ear and brushes the heel, maybe, and then the other. So just letting that flow happen, opening through the side. When you're ready, both hands come down to the ground. Let's tuck our toes, lift our tailbone up into a downward facing dog. Let's take maybe 3 breaths here. We'll walk the hands towards the feet. And just let them hang. Let the whole upper body hang. You might like to even ragdoll a little side to side. Let's take one arm up, reaching up. And then the other. As your arm curls up, straighten the leg. One more each side. Let's walk the hands back. And come back into our downward facing dog. And then we'll drop our knees down. And we'll arrive back in a seated position. Just take a moment, notice how your body feels. Let's bring hands together. Acknowledging with gratitude our choice to practice today. Let's also bow to each other.